Hey guys, how you doing? Hopefully you're doing okay. I'm going to start off by giving you an overview of this article. There is a link in the description. It's a little bit of an odd article, a little bit odd. There's a little bit of irony going on, perhaps, but I don't want to belittle the situation too much. So it's in regards to the young man that you see in front of you. His name is Christopher Wilson, 11 years of age, and he went missing. He was reported missing by his parents, who were frantic. He disappeared in Sydney's Hills district Wednesday afternoon, and he's thankfully been discovered Thursday morning after a very, very chilly evening. I live in Sydney, and we're experiencing a very cold blast over the last couple of weeks. It's been particularly cold. 4 degrees Celsius temperatures out in the wilderness, so pretty scary, extremely cold. Thankfully, he was found by someone looking for him. Was a member of the community driving around, purposefully looking for the young man, and thankfully they did. So he was found, and he has been found safe and well. He's been checked up by paramedics, checked out rather, and he's all good. There's no visible injuries. So the officers were able to reunite him with his family, who were very happy to see the young man, of course. Here's a picture of the area that he was found by a member of the local community, as I say. So he was taken home. And that's where things got a little bit tricky. The police entered the premises, and they discovered that there was an illegal drug den within the family home. So the article tells us here that when officers went to give his 28-year-old dad the good news at around 10:40 a.m. Thursday, they allegedly found a locked room in his house which contained a hydroponic marijuana setup. Now, a lot of people smoke weed in New South Wales. I mean, it's very, very normal in most parts of Australia, I would say. Personally, I have no issues with smoking weed. If you want to do it, whatever, I don't care. I don't see it as a particularly harmful thing, no more harmful than alcohol, or arguably a lot less harmful. So I don't have any moral issues with it personally. But it is illegal outside of the ACT, outside of Canberra. It is illegal. As such, the father was arrested and remains in custody, but no charges have been laid as yet. So there we go. So the most important aspect of this article, of this situation, of this case, is that the young man, Christopher 11, has been found safe and well. Well done to the local woman who was driving around purposefully to try to find the young man, and she did. Well done. So she warmed him up in her car. She gave him some protein bars. So very well done. So it's great news that he's been found. He's had a rough night in the extreme cold, out in the bush, pretty much out in the bush. So it might be close to main roads and such, but it doesn't take very long for the bushland to be proper bush with proper wildlife and things. But thankfully he is safe. He is returned. I guess it's unfortunate that his father's been arrested. I don't wish any ill will to the father. I wish him the best. He's had a rough time of things with his young man going missing, and ultimately he's very happy that his young man has been found, but presumably he's kind of in the shit at this point, so the father is. So that's not great, but let's hope. In my mind, I wouldn't wish too much ill will on the 28-year-old father. As I say, smoking weed in Australia is extremely normal. It's completely normal. It's kind of bizarre that it has not been fully decriminalised, but it hasn't been. I might do another article later today in regards to this subject here, which I'll just mention to you. And I guess it's kind of related in a roundabout kind of way. In Australia, the city of Canberra, which is a part of the ACT, ACT is a state, Australian Capital Territory, The city of Canberra, where, by the way, the Australian Parliament is to decriminalise small amounts of illicit drugs such as ice, heroin, cocaine, and speed. So if you get found with a small amounts, personal usage amounts of these drugs, again, ice, heroin, cocaine, and speed. So these are generally classified as hard drugs. You won't be jailed. You'll get $100 fine. That's a proposed law. It hasn't come into place. It's a proposed law. It may never come into place, but I mean, this is kind of indicative to in regards to the Australian attitudes towards drug use. It's indicative. Personally, I have no issue with weed use at all. I don't really have a major issue with so-called soft drugs, recreational, casual drugs such as cocaine and speed. Don't really have too much of an issue with those. But when things get hard and really can be devastating to the drug user if they do indeed become drug addicted, then I think the governments really need to be extremely careful in what they do decriminalize. I'd be extremely hesitant to decriminalize heroin. I think I would include ice within that. I've heard a lot of bad things about ice. I believe it's essentially methamphetamine. Am I right? Could be wrong. Anyway, so there we go. There's that article there. If I've done a half decent job in covering this, if I've been respectful enough in regards to the young man, then please do like, comment, subscribe, share the video as you see fit. You're more than welcome to buy me a coffee. There's a link in the description where you're able to donate if you'd like to. You don't have to by any means, but if you'd like to buy me a coffee, that would be more than welcome. And I'm going to wrap things up here, guys. I will be making a number of videos throughout the day and evening today, so stick around. And if you're interested in being a part of live streams, let me know in the comments, and I'll leave you to it. You have a good one. Thanks.